and welcome back to the One Bit at a Time podcast with your hosts, the man, just as sweet, savory, and flaky like a Montreal croissant. It's Girthworm Jim. Say hi, Girthworm Jim.
How you ladies doing out there? This isn't that type of podcast?
It's whatever podcast you want it to be. And the man, the wave dasher, the god killer, the pinnacle of political courage, it's Beowulf.
Hi.
Real quick, I was just painted as a pastry.
Yes, you were.
You got this whole manly and Beowulf with the might of a god.
Nah, he threw in a hit in there, trust me.
And finally, the prodigy of Tiamat, the master of all 5 elements of podcasting, the bad dragon god, the suicide enthusiast, Draco. God, I'm tired.
Oh.
All right. So, big podcast tonight. Let's clean up the one thing I've been waiting to say all fucking week, almost 2 weeks now. Catwoman's black, motherfucker. The Catwoman is fucking black. Why the fuck? Why the fuck is she... why the fuck is Vixen your token when Catwoman is black? Anyway, moving on from that fucking picture. Because we're going to have plenty of pictures to yell at this podcast. How are you guys' weeks? Bayo, how was your week?
Pain.
Yes. Jim, how was your week?
Okay. All right. My week was decent. It was a lot of nonsense at the workplace, working pretty hard there towards my dream of never working in a restaurant again. But no, my week was pretty good, man. I mean, aside from some news I heard as far as gaming goes, that put a sour taste in my mouth. I also heard of some news that we'll later discuss in the podcast as well that kind of intrigued me. So, but as far as the gaming aspect, I didn't get too much in this week. I guess Xenoverse got its free update and also its downloadable content update, and so I'll get to that later.
Okay. Midnight, how was your week? Hi. Okay. She know meow.
She's being a cat, yes.
My week's... Yeah, but she's like licking my my mic.
There we go.
Okay. My week sucked. Moving on.
Good. All of us had a bad week. Moving on.
Yep. So, we're gonna rip DC a new asshole eventually, so let's save that for later.
Yes.
Oh, you fucked up this week, DC. Oh, you fucked up. So, non-DC related news. Let's talk about some gaming news. Non-DC gaming related news. I just saw some weird fucking Rainbow Six Quarantine fucking leaked footage. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, all three of us looked at a good 10 minutes of that.
Out of the hour that was
Yes.
leaked, yeah.
It looks interesting.
It looks like a very boring Rainbow Six, but then again, it is super, I'm not even sure that's beta. That could be late alpha, because the textures weren't there. A lot of animations were not there. I don't think any of, the gun... a lot of the gun stuff wasn't there. The usual gun stuff you would hear, see whatnot. Looks like some creepy shit though. I wonder how that's gonna play out. Not interested, but we'll see where
I,
that goes. I like the.
you
Go
know
ahead.
me, more Left 4 Dead is always good to me.
Yeah, but is it Left 4
I
Dead
don't
though?
know. It looks
Is it though?
Left 4 Dead than I was expecting.
To me, guys, it felt Halo-ish. To me, it felt like, I don't know, a little Halo-ish. Uh, Not as far as the gameplay or anything like that. I guess the take on the story, and that's me taking in too much thought into how it looked when I saw it recently. Um, but I see what they're going for, and I like that they're stepping outside of their box a little bit, but still, not getting too crazy. So I like it for what I think they're going for.
Yeah. To me, it looked very much um, the Chris Redfield DLC for RE7. It's,
Okay, I can pick up what you're putting down there.
yeah, very minimalist. Not a lot going on, but that could just be because it's so early. One guy, one gun. Uh, Very static enemies again. I don't think they had any animations in them except for that runner thing. But yeah, like I'm wondering if players can play infected. If there's different types of infected, like some legit Left 4 Dead shit, or if it's all guns.
Man, just because of the climate of where we are right now, even though we're kind of coming around the turn, I don't know if they'll mess. I don't think there'll be any game right now that'll be playing into a person getting infected with anything, man, or having control of it. Do you know what I mean? Without it
Mm.
already happening, like I don't know, because I don't. Yeah, I just think we're in a spot to where we're not there yet.
Oh, this is pretty sure this is Ubisoft,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Ubisoft has no taste or
Oh,
morality,
then they're
so
going for it. It's about the money then.
yeah,
It's the bread.
they're going
Okay,
for it.
then let's do it. Let's ride. I think that'll be a fun game.
This is like Capcom releasing a remastered RE5 during 2020. Like that they are that level of tasteless.
At least they changed the name. Hey.
Yeah.
Waited.
All
You
right.
just gotta wait for the Oscar-winning movie about the COVID.
Was there an Oscar-winning movie about 9/11?
I want to say there was. There's been enough.
I think there's been like two or three.
Nope.
Two of them were very bad. One of them had Nicolas Cage in it.
Guys, I can't say I watched any movie about that. I guess I'll never forget. That is the motto. And I haven't. And I guess I just don't necessarily want to be reminded. Not trying to be insensitive, but I just don't want to be reminded of that tragedy.
Yeah. Oh, do yourself a favor and never watch the movie Remember Me.
Okay, if I don't one day fall asleep with FX on.
Oh, I know that movie.
Oh, you know that movie? Yeah. It's got the Rob Pats in it. Yeah, never watch that movie. It is the worst movie I watched outside of theaters. That was legit the worst. Not The Room type, like The Room is entertaining. This was the least amount of entertaining you could possibly
So on a
get.
side note, real quick, gentlemen, what is the worst movie you have ever seen in theater?
That's easy as fuck. You guys gotta go first because I'm gonna blast this fucking movie.
Oh yeah, you're probably gonna win because the only one I can think of is Master of Disguise.
Really?
Wow.
Really? God, I have horrible taste in music or movies, dude. It is terrible.
It's a bad movie, man.
I, I know.
It's a comedy. Comedies are subjective.
What? It is. It's really bad. I get it. And again, don't get me wrong. That's brutal, right? Classic. Fucking classic. I can't. It made me laugh. I'm sorry. As soon as you said that, I was like, oh.
Okay, well, what's the worst movie
Brother,
for you?
it is fucking Triple X State of the Union with Ice Cube. I'll never forget this
Oh.
horrid day.
Wow.
I mean, listen, I'm not a big Vin Diesel dick rider, but he fits the role. He fits Triple X. And so I gotta give him his credit. Not that saying Ice Cube couldn't do it, but it just wasn't believable. Even with the character that he had, it just was so flat and dry. And it just didn't do it for me. It really didn't. I literally couldn't finish the movie. And I was probably like, I don't know, 13, 14. And I was just so turned off by it. Sat up, walked out of the movie theater.
Wow.
Like that was it.
I'm pretty sure I saw that in theaters too. I was entertained. But yeah. Okay.
Oh, by the way, runner-up for my choice. You all remember that Eddie Murphy movie where he was playing like the dude, and he was also playing like the dude's wife?
Norbit.
Yeah,
Oh.
That is a
that
bad
is
movie.
a bad movie.
That's
Pluto
bad movie.
Nash is the worst movie of all time.
Pluto Nash is better
Oh
than
my
Norbit.
God, no. God,
Yeah.
You've watched Norbit, right?
yes.
Okay.
You know what? It's been a while since I've watched Pluto
That's
Nash.
true.
You know
Me
what?
too.
Next time, and again, listeners, please, in the comments on the videos, let us know exactly what do you think is better, Norbit, Pluto Nash. Okay?
There you go.
Because that is that.
Question of the week: Which Eddie Murphy movie is
100%.
worse?
Real rock in a hard place there.
Man, I really do think Pluto
Mhm.
Nash has like awards for being so like
A Razzie?
like fake awards for being so bad on one of the like worst movies ever.
A Razzie.
That must be it. I don't know. It is.
Halle Berry accepted her Razzie Awards in person. She is a champ. I will love her.
Oh yes, such a champ for being so goddamn beautiful, and she finally took a regular hit like a human. Hell no. Hell no. I'm not
Fuck
patting her on the back.
I'm not advocating hitting
No,
women
no,
here on
hey,
this podcast
listen,
just yet.
Pat,
Oh.
listen.
Yeah, it's
I'm saying I'm not. I know a guy named Pat, and Pat would do a gesture to let somebody know, hey, you're doing great. I'm not gonna pat on the back. That's what we called it. That's what I meant. And again,
Okay.
Pat is dead. Shout out, rest in peace, Pat.
Yeah. Not recent.
He's-
I
it's
mean, not recently married Pat.
way
Different
different
Pat.
Pat. Absolutely different Pat, and not Shellfish Pat.
No. Worst movie I ever saw in theaters was above all else, no question, Alien Covenant.
eh,
I almost walked out of that fucking movie.
it's bad, but
Dude, that movie is not bad. That movie is terrible.
Yes, I love our taste. All of us had a movie where we were all like, eh. That is hilarious.
maybe if I was a more hardcore Alien fan, I'd hate it more. But for me, it was just this isn't good.
There's a fucking T-pose in that movie. Okay? Fuck that movie. Alright. So, Among Us has mods now.
Go on.
There is a mod, I believe it's called the Salem mod or the Mafia mod. I'm not exactly sure. But it turns Among Us into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay.
Specifically, Johto Oreo. Or am I saying that right?
Mario Ocho.
Mario Ocho. Thank you. Because each crew member gets a power, a specific power. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One, and there, instead of there being 2 imposters, there are 3 imposters because the crew members have such good powers. What is it? Town of Salem. There it is. Town of Salem.
Oh, I mean, Town of Salem is an actual thing, so that's just modding it into Among Us.
Sure, sure. I'm trying to find the exact whatchamacallit, the exact jobs is what it is. Their jobs. There is the jester, the mayor, the lover, the detective, I believe, and the switcher, the swapper. I think there's more jobs than there are actual crewmates. So let's say if you have a max lobby, you'll get all of them. But if you don't have a max lobby, it's random which one will be there and not be there. So what the most important thing is that there is a time master. And what the time master can do is that, much like the kill cooldown for the imposter, the time master has a reverse time cooldown. And I think it's a very long cooldown. So if they watch someone die, or if they find a body, they can press that button, reverse time 10 seconds, I believe. And if that person died 10 seconds ago, that person will come back to life. And
Okay.
and it reverses everyone's steps. Like when the button is pushed, everyone stops and they roll back. Like they go back to where they went in reverse. So it's amazing. It's quite amazing. Shout outs to Chilled Chaos and Z Royal Viking for doing really great shit on Among Us, keeping the Among Us community strong. Really great content. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there. Among Us has evolved. We're at Among Us 2 now. Among Us is not going anywhere. That's it. It's just I don't know. I've been talking. You guys can talk.
Yeah, at some point, I'm going to have to make that meme of the guy holding his hand up to the butterfly. The butterfly is going to say Tenet, and under it, it's going to say, "Is this a JoJo reference?" And then it's going to be your name.
Ugh.
That's my contribution.
Fair enough. Anthony Mackie is begging Kevin Feige to be in the Blade movie. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Okay. Lit.
Neat.
Lit. Like Anthony Mackie, the Falcon, soon to be Captain America. Captain America teaming up with Blade? I'm down.
I mean, again, Marvel can do no wrong. They're at the point to where, you know, they could do whatever they want, and then we'll forgive later. Except,
Of course, my dumbass who's stuck in the 90s is like, "Yo, where's Jubilee though?"
man,
Jubilito. Speaking of characters not showing up, how's that Black Panther trailer for Avengers. Great for him to come out next year.
6
100%, man.
months.
The punk ass roadmap came out, and it was just like pretty much a cracked out PowerPoint that literally didn't show us anything, but showed us all the unnecessary stuff that none of the community asked for. Fun fact: did you know in the most recent update, each Marvel Avengers hero has an animation when petting the dog that's in what is it called? In the main hub, Q something. I can't even think of the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. There is literally a Twitter that is, "Can you pet the dog?"
Hmm.
Um, a game that does not that has a pet that has a dog or cat, and you cannot pet that dog or cat, immediately gets that is a minus to its score. Like, that is a full point off. I am sorry. You need to be able to pet those animals. It is mandatory. That's why Ghost of Tsushima will be the greatest.
I don't know. We
Because you
gotta
get
pay credit to
go.
GTA. They blessed us with that a while ago. They actually had us take care of the damn thing for real, for real. Like you had to feed that thing on time.
GTA is fine. GTA is fine, but you don't get a pet bear in GTA. You don't get to pet the bear.
Yes, that was amazing.
But can you shoot it with a minigun? No.
No, you can only unleash it on a horde of Mongols and do sick kill combos while it's
This is a ghost
while
bear,
it's
by the way.
through. It is a spirit bear.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Bayo. Look at that.
You can pet the spirit bear. The prompt is there, you press the button, and there is pets. They are good pets. Spirit or otherwise.
Spirit bear.
You pet the dog. You pet non-spirit dogs in the main campaign too, and foxes. Foxes get the pets too. We get variety of pets. Anyway,
Man. What if we...
Venom
Go
is.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was talking bullshit.
No. What if we what?
What if we all had our own spirit animal that we could let out and control? Do you know what I mean?
Let out and control? Are we talking Animorphs, or are we going for what
We're
are we going for here?
more like a Ted kind of feel.
A
You know what I mean?
Ted.
Like your spirit animal is there with you, and you can walk up to other people and see their spirit animals, or their spirit animal can communicate with each other, but can't communicate with other people.
Like a stand? You should watch JoJo's.
Just the,
I don't know if
butterfly is
anybody's
right
told
there.
you. I don't know if anyone's told you, but I think you should watch
Alright,
JoJo's.
JoJo's.
There's a bird. There's a cat that fights a bird, or there is a dog that fights a bird. You should watch some JoJo's.
All right then.
All right then. There's another bird that's on fire. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Venom got delayed. Whoop-de-doo.
Yep.
Venom 2 got delayed. Excuse
Yep,
me.
I can only shrug.
Yes. It's almost as if this whole, hey, this timeline you're trying to connect to the MCU is completely fucked up. You should probably fix that. All right.
Yeah.
So they did. It's almost as if the movie might be canceled.
I don't think the movie's canceled just yet. It may not be good, however.
Well, they're not talking about reshoots or polishing up the effects. So usually when fucking Wonder Woman 84 at least had reshoots. And the effects were still terrible.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sony, I don't know what Sony's doing. And they're not doing anything, so I don't have to care.
What, you're not excited for... They're doing Morbo, right?
What? Morbius?
Yeah, Morbius, there we go.
That was delayed 2 years.
My God.
Morbo's a Futurama character.
Morbo.
All right, yes. See how much I care.
I feel like the audio kind of changed a bit. I'm not sure if that was my headset or...
I still sound good to
I don't
you?
know. I feel like everybody got softer, but maybe it was just my...
It
my
could
I think
shit.
it's you.
I think
about it.
everyone sounds decent.
Yeah, it all sounds the same
Okay,
to me.
we're good. All right, that's fine. We're fine. It's fine. This is fine. All right. Hey, DC, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the actual fuck are you doing?
Don't you say this every podcast?
I feel like he says this every podcast.
I think I say this every podcast, and every podcast they give me a different reason.
Go on.
Am I wrong?
Not necessarily.
No, you're not.
Because this image was not here last podcast. For the listeners, I am posting the DC slate that was put up last week. It's a 6x4, little image. We'll go through each little box, but yeah, let's play our favorite game on this podcast, our favorite segment. Why is Draco angry?
Why is Draco
angry? Our contestants have 60 seconds to view an image, and at the end of the 60 seconds, they will guess why this image makes Draco so angry. Are our contestants ready?
Give me a second. Okay, that is real. Got it. I am ready.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
do this.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, I see a video game there, a movie there, a cartoon show there. I see a couple cartoon shows. It's a very eclectic bunch of things. Some of this stuff's already been out for a while.
Right.
Is there something that specifically makes him mad? Maybe Bat Wheels?
Maybe Super Pets is a start.
Maybe Super Pets? Maybe Superhero High? Maybe he just really, really hates DMZ, even though I just had to look it up to see what that was. Suicide Squad's on here twice, one being the previous version and one being the new version.
To remind our
Green
audience,
Lantern, though.
this is an image of the DC slate for their upcoming events and things they are currently working on, things that are in development.
Oh, you know what? There's probably something he was looking forward to that's not here.
10 more seconds, gentlemen.
I do see Batman.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Oh, Black
3,
Adam.
2, 1. All right, let's get your final answers. Final answers for Bayo.
I'm going to say League of Super Pets. I don't know.
League of Super Pets. All right, Jim. Final answer.
I'm going to go ahead and go with Bat Wheels.
Bat Wheels.
DC
All
Bat
right.
Wheels.
Judges? Well, you are both equally fucking wrong.
Okay.
Where the fuck is Young Justice Season 3
Oh, there we go.
and 4? Where the fuck is it? Where?
See, I knew it was something that wasn't on here, but God knows I wouldn't have been able to guess.
Right.
You're working on Harley Quinn Season 3. And Young Justice Season 4 should be tandem with that. Where the fuck is it?
I really like the look though of Static Shock. I'm sorry. I'm not completely upset with this slate.
Shocker, that Static Shock logo is the old logo from the old show. It's not even a new fucking logo.
Okay, well, all right. So that's not my dad.
I love how Batgirl is just color with new font, different font from everything else.
These things aren't coming out.
The fuck is the name of it? Some of the stuff is not coming out.
No, I 100% guarantee all of this shit is coming out because it can't stop to come out. They already have filmed all of it.
Oh.
Because all of it is all trash.
Oh, I'm so looking
most of
forward
it
to
is-
the adventures of Comet the Super Horse and Super Pets.
Hey, that Supergirl almost fucked that horse.
That horse
my.
almost fucked Supergirl.
Yep, that's right. And Flash has a cat.
Flash has a cat.
All right, let's go down this fucking list. Let's talk about what's on the list, and then we'll talk about what's not on this list. Because what the actual fuck is this list?
This is a weird list. Go ahead.
First box, Black Adam. God forbid we don't get a fucking Black Adam movie.
Be hyped for Black Adam because so many people cared about Black Adam before. This is straight up just because they got The Rock to agree.
Yes, they got The Rock to sign a contract fucking 6-7 years ago. And The Rock is like, yeah, but I want Henry Cavill to be in my movie, too, because we have the same agent, who happens to be my ex-wife. Shut up, though.
Hey, I'm happy about it.
Hey, I don't watch The Rock movies that often anymore, but I know they're good. I know he's great. Haven't seen one in a while. Too busy working, so, or, not dying of COVID. Or maybe I am dying of COVID. I don't know. Moving on. Harley Quinn Season 3. This is the best thing on this fucking list. Yes, Queen.
He is right.
If we had to rate this list, that would be number 1 on this fucking list.
God, I remember when... going on a kind of a side note here since we are talking about this. I remember when Harley Quinn first came out and everyone's initial reactions is, what is this try-hard Family Guy-esque shit? Then it became very clear that, no, it's actually rather competent.
Oh yeah, I totally disrespected this show when I first saw it. I was like, why the fuck am I getting more Harley Quinn content? I'm so sick and tired of Harley Quinn content. I don't want any more fucking Harley Quinn content. Then I watched the show. Now the show's the best fucking DC show I've seen in a very long time. Like, that's newly made. It's the best new thing they've made.
Oh, one more thing before I move on. And spoilers for Harley Quinn. Hey, Jim, if you want to cover your ears.
Oh, no.
Good on them for actually having the Bruce reveal the Joker done 100% right.
Yep. That's that's really good. Like Joker in this is incredible, and Batman is literally just a character played for laughs. But still, love that scene. That scene is amazing. All right, you can uncover your ears now.
Okay.
Moving to the next square. Wow, this is like what is it? Hollywood Squares, except disappointment in half of them. So it is like Hollywood Squares.
Heyo.
Anyway.
If you're fucking 50.
Right, dude, for sure, bro. Some parents like,
Superman and Lois. We're 4 episodes in. It's good. It's Superman does a Mortal Kombat combo on a bitch.
What?
Word on God. I would send you the clip, but you should just watch the fucking show.
You might have to send me the clip, brother. I'm sorry. If he does the Injustice combo, Injustice 2 combo, yeah, that's you have to see that. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, boys,
right,
I can't get here soon enough, man.
Yeah. Speaking of Injustice 2, where the fuck is Injustice 3 on this fucking list? Anyway, moving on. Static Shock. It's the old logo. Is it like here's another thing that pisses me off. Is that a show, a movie, a game, an animated film, an animated show? No one knows. It's just Static Shock. Tell me what it is. I want to know. What is
I'll
it?
be hyped regardless.
Yeah, honestly.
I will be slightly hyped regardless.
I will be turned.
I will be. I just want to know, like, I want expectations, you know?
The unfortunate thing for me is I basically got to roll the dice. Is are they going to do? Hey, not in this case, but a lot of the times it's like, are they going to do Static Shock or are they going to do Black Lightning? And I'm always disappointed when it's Black Lightning.
Oof. Yeah.
I'm always.
Yeah. It's almost as if Black Lightning should be a founding member of the Justice League so that people would get to know him and that his that should be part of his fucking, origin because he's a retired superhero. Anyway, Blue Beetle. I assume that's the movie because it has a director? Maybe? I don't know. Live action, I guess. Blue Beetle.
It could be.
We've talked about this, yeah.
Haney's a really good character.
Jaime, a great character.
Sorry.
I don't fucking care. I'm not Spanish.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy for the representation, for sure. Like, I think that's needed, and so I understand the timing of it. I guess just how are you going to build this into your universe? I guess what's your plan with this?
I couldn't give two fucks about the representation, seeing as we're gonna get a Black Superman, except for Black Superman's not on this list either. Moving on. Hey, it's Batgirl.
This is a nothing. This is straight up just a logo. It's not even like a stylized logo like Blue Beetle is. Okay.
Nope. Like I said, is it a game? Is it a show? Is it a live action show? Is it an animated movie? Is it that DC Bratz thing where they all have weird eyes?
Oh god.
Is it that? What is it? I would like to know. What should my hype level be for this? I love Batgirl. You've dissed and disrespected my queen for far too long. But now you want to throw her up on here, expecting me to grovel, and I won't. I shan't.
You know what would be a great gimmick that they would never, ever, ever do? Have it be Batgirl for the entire first season, then you have the Killing Joke be the season finale, and then it becomes Oracle from then on.
Okay, Oracle for a season, and then back to Batgirl for season 3?
Yeah, sure, why not? It's not like anyone's going to do it anyway.
This is true.
Aha.
Somebody take the reins. I got to do a cat thing.
He's got to do a cat thing. I hear that cat thing. Anyway, next off is Peacemaker. They are really jumping the gun on this one. That is some confidence there that they think the Suicide Squad is going to be such a success that they will take a minor character that no one knows and be like his entire thing.
Well, do you know who is playing Peacekeeper?
Yes, I know who's playing Peacekeeper or Peacemaker.
Or Peacemaker, I'm so sorry.
And I have seen the man act. He cannot carry an entire movie by himself.
I can agree. I can agree with that. I think he's a likable face, and so I understand why they did it. But yeah,
he's likable, and I think he's legitimately funny, but I do not think he can be a starring role.
He is a great comedic force. He is a great physical force. Um, why the fuck are we getting a Peacemaker show? Like this is Black Adam, but more. This is I didn't ask for this fucking character. There are more characters I care about. Why is he getting a big budget fucking series on HBO Max and not anybody else?
And it's the same reason for Black Adam. He's a wrestler.
This is true.
So is it bad?
It's a name.
Is it bad that James Gunn still has his hand all over this? He's going to be directing every episode of this.
No, that's a good thing. But
Yeah, that is a good thing. It gives me confidence that this will be made competently. But yeah. Green Lantern. That is the logo for the animated show that's not going anymore. Again, it's the old logo.
so what I'm getting from that, if this entire list is not completely bunk, is that they do have a Green Lantern thing greenlit, but they don't have logos for it yet.
Heyo. Yes. So if you don't have logos for a thing, why would you show a image of multiple logos to your investors?
Because they don't know.
Yeah. Ugh. Disgusting. Hey. Great.
Probably the safest thing on this entire list.
The thing that will make the thing that will make a decent chunk of change. Probably it's the safest thing on this fucking
I'm sorry.
list.
No one else has. I don't know. I need to refresh myself on the comic.
You still haven't watched Aquaman 1, have you?
I just don't have respect for a guy who fucking controls fish. It's hard for me to really get in there and be like, of all the superpowers I'd like to have a power that I'm strongest near a body of water.
Look, he's underwater Black Panther. That's all you gotta he's underwater Black Panther.
That is actually pretty accurate.
He's Water Panther.
Water Panther. Water forever.
Water forever. I think we got a title there, boys. Water
But
forever.
yeah, I just have so much trouble. I'm not even like remotely. You'd have to pay me to watch it. Not that it's gonna be bad or anything. It doesn't appeal to me.
I'd pay to watch you watch it.
Oh, there we go.
All right, so that's the Flash symbol. Is that the show? Is that the movie? I don't know.
I'm gonna say that's
just the
probably
symbol.
the movie.
It's probably the movie, even though the movie doesn't fucking exist, and production has not started on it ever, and the show is in its 7th, 8th season, possibly its last, I think. So why is So if that's not the Flash show, then where's the Flash show on this list? Because it's still on.
Mm.
I love how it's just that the shit is so slapped to fucking together. It's crazy to me that Kevin Feige can stand in front of a fucking timeline and go, "Hey, I'll see you 3 years from now." And this is what we get from DC.
Yep.
Fuck that Flash movie. Moving on. The Flash movie will have whatchamacallit, the Latino super, because she was cast in that movie that doesn't exist.
Oh, okay.
Remember when Deathstroke was cast in a movie? And we got to see him for 10 seconds at the end of the worst movie.
It's okay. We might get more of him.
Yes, we will get more of him in that thing that we're doing.
Yep.
But again, they casted him years ago, and he didn't get to actually act in anything until now. So I feel bad for that girl who just got cast as Supergirl. I really do. Hey, it's Teen Titans Go.
Still exists.
Still here. Still plaguing
Still
us.
strong.
A curse, a blemish, a cancer. It is a actual cancer.
Pretty sure it's lasted longer than the original Teen Titans show.
Yes, it has.
Cool.
It is a blight. Fuck. Makes me depressed. Suicide Squad. The game. That's the game logo.
Oh, that's the game. Okay.
That kill the Justice League because Superman is bad again.
That game's gonna be a mess.
That game is going to be a mess because it's by messy people, aka Rocksteady.
I hope it's really fun. That game's gonna be a mess.
I love Tara Strong, and I'm going to enjoy her arc. That game is going to be a mess. Moving on. Bat Wheels.
Okay, what the hell is this?
Dude,
What the fuck
That's
is
gotta
it?
be-
You don't know. That's not good.
that's gotta be a
Is that a live action movie?
that's gotta be a fucking like a video game, dude. A kid video game, dude.
Is that a mobile game? Well, here's the thing: the DC
Oh,
Girls
no.
game is not
It's a
on
show
here.
on HBO Max. What the fuck is this?
I just looked it up. It's a cartoon where the Batmobile is a Cars.
Oh wow!
Oh no.
Who asked for this? Even as kids, like I don't even think kids are like.
So Teen Titans gets an animation studio. Bat Wheels gets an animation studio budget. They get budgets. But Young Justice can't get a fucking budget?
Toys, man.
That's and thank you, you nailed it, Bale. Toys.
Oh yeah, because toys are so popular during the quarantine right now.
Boy, you ain't
You
lying.
think the dinosaurs at top actually care?
That's Stegosaurus talking to the Brachiosaurus of Nintendo. Yes. Oh hey, it's the Batman that was pushed back a year.
Yay.
Yay.
That may be good, that may be awful. Who knows at this point?
Who knows? Who knows? Trailer was good. Trailer was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The trailer was a long time ago. Maybe it was 1 year ago. I don't know. Time will not be kind to this movie.
And
Time is
keeps
convoluted.
Time keeps on slipping. Don't forget that.
All right.
By the way, it was 1
And-
year ago.
It was 1 year ago. Zatanna. I don't know what. Again, it's a Zatanna thing. From my sources, Zatanna being announced is super reaction to Wanda getting pushed. They want a magic girl for their place, so they got the Zatanna.
Oh.
It was either Zatanna or Raven. And they singled on Zatanna, I guess.
I'm glad they're doing reactionary things again. That's worked so well for them in the past.
Well,
Mhm.
rumored, her show is supposed to possibly pitch into Justice League Dark, and I don't know. I think they're
Yes.
using it as a temperature gauge to see how interested people could be in.
You mean the Justice League Dark that's not on this list?
Yeah, believe it or not.
You mean the Constantine show that's not on this
Sir,
list?
yes, sir. That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. It's feeding into that. All right. Moving on. So, hey, it's Supergirl. That's the CW
Yeah,
logo,
looks like it.
but God forbid it's the actual that it's in its final season, so they're not working on that in the future, but it's here now. And I guess it would look weird if they had a blank space. I mean, it would look weird if they had to go 5 by 4. Or what would they have to do? They would have to do 3 by 7.
No,
I don't know.
it's a prime number. It doesn't divide that easily. They'd have to do like a triangle
Right,
or something.
right. It's almost as if they added fill a 4 by 3 format. Anyway,
Oh Lord, that's the point of this, isn't it? They wanted their list to be bigger.
and yet it's not. And yet it's not bigger. It's nowhere near bigger. Even though shit that should be on here is not on here, and they could have made it way bigger, it's not bigger. This thing was slapped together so fast. I slapped this thing together in like a day. That's how it feels. Shazam 2. Shazam is getting a 2. It deserves a 2. I will go see this.
100%.
Me too.
100%.
We'll be one of the dozens of people who go see it.
But it's deserved. They did a good job on the first one, and
Yep.
I can't deny that. I enjoyed it.
What else is there? Oh, it's Batwoman. Wow, that logo was trash.
Yep. That is very.
Yeah, man, I don't know what that is, dude.
I'm assuming it's the TV show.
It is the TV show. I actually saw this earlier. They have recast Ruby Rose.
Yes, they have recasted her a while ago, and she is now the Batwoman. We've had this discussion. They nearly broke Ruby Rose's back, not in a cool way, in a almost career-ending way. She quit or got fired for not wanting to be part of that piece of shit show. Then they decided that they were going to not recast Batwoman, but to cast a new actress to make character not in the comics to play the role as Batwoman. Because yeah.
I saw it like a second ago.
What do you mean a second ago?
Like, it was Batwoman news.
That's old Batwoman news. The new Batwoman has been Batwoman for...
Then why was it on my recent feed? Has to be new
Probably
news.
because a new episode has come out. I think they're on episode 7.
Oh. Give me a minute.
Like Batwoman, Ruby Rose Batwoman was the show. The first season was okay to middling. It was kind of boring. Now it is absolute garbage trash.
Okay, so I looked it up. They have recast Ruby Rose's character.
What?
Yeah, so what you were talking about, that's also valid, but for the next season, Ruby Rose's character, Kate Kane, is coming back, but it's going to be a different actress.
Oh, they recast.
Yes.
What? They killed her character off, so now they're recasting her so that she could come back. Is she gonna be Batwoman again?
I don't know.
I don't think they know either.
I don't think they do either. I think you're right.
Expect that show to get canceled.
Probably.
Literally, the Flash is ending. Arrow has ended. Black Lightning is canceled. Supergirl is canceled. Flash is on its last season. Superman and Lois has started its new season and is actually good and getting good reviews, so it will maintain. The CW verse is dead. Like, it is fucking dead. It's gone. It's over. There are rumors that there is a Wonder Woman CW show coming. it's not on this fucking list. So, I think the relationship between CW and WB is kind of over, honestly. Okay, moving on to The Suicide Squad
This will
movie.
probably be good.
This will probably be the best DC thing to come out this year, like I have said before.
This will be the Snyder's cut of Suicide Squad.
I mean, people are asking for the air cut of Suicide
Yes,
Squad.
I know they are.
Ugh. Even though, anyway, yeah. This will be the best DC thing to come out this year, period, bar none, because everything else has been pushed the fuck back, or is garbage.
How are you so certain that this won't be pushed back?
Because it's already been filmed and finished. Yeah, that's the thing about James Gunn. He when he makes a movie, he makes it and finishes it. He doesn't bullshit around to add more runtime. You know, he makes sure that when the studio says, "Hey, change this or take this out," he goes, "Go fuck yourself." All right, next, GCPD. It's... You know what? I don't know if Harley Quinn is coming out this year. If Harley Quinn comes out this year, then that and Suicide Squad will definitely be the two things that'll compete for my maximum attention. I think a whole entire season of Harley Quinn will be better than just the Suicide Squad, but I think the Suicide Squad movie will be fantastic, incredible. And if Margot Robbie acts like the Harley Quinn in the Harley Quinn TV show, that'll be fucking hilarious and telling. I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Black Commissioner Gordon, the show. Discuss.
All right, I know nothing about this show. What I want it to be is I want it to be a cops parody, but with, fucking Gotham City.
I think it's gonna be the DC take on Law and Order. I think it's gonna be as serious as fuck.
In actuality, it is the legit prequel to The Batman.
Oh, okay.
It is a show based on the GCPD of the Batman universe.
Word.
So, Mr. Wright, who is playing Gordon, will be the star of that show.
So they're just doing Gotham again.
Yeah, they're just doing Gotham again.
Superb.
They're doing Gotham, but less colorful and less fun.
Very superb.
Classy they are. It's like poetry. Okay, I don't know what DMZ is. Explain this.
So I looked it up. DMZ is a Vertigo comic, and basically it's for a demilitarized zone, and it follows, I want to say, like,
It's a U.S. Civil
people
War.
on the ground.
Yeah, it's a civil war between on the U.S.
So it's best I can give you is, I don't know if it takes place in the DC universe or not, honestly,
So why the fuck is it on this list?
because it's something they own.
So Vertigo has always
That's
made like
weird.
really mature, dark comics, I guess. And so this is, I guess, appealing to that adult angle, but still under the branch of DC.
Right. So, but it's not DC Black Label because Vertigo was recently turned into Black Label. That's where we got Bat Dick and all that.
Yeah, it's yeah, okay. So this can't be the DC universe because New York City exists.
Fascinating. And by fascinating, I mean I don't
Yeah,
care.
you don't care.
All right. Moving on. Gotham Knights, delayed a year. Coming out next year, unless it's delayed a year again.
You place your bets, people. Is it going to
Whoa.
be trash fire or not?
It's too early to... I'm okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's why we place our bets.
Because when we saw the first quote-unquote gameplay of Gotham Knights, it was way better than the first quote unquote gameplay of Avengers. Because when we saw Avengers, we knew it was bad.
Yes, that is true.
So their gameplay had more gameplay in it. I'm gonna go on the cautiously optimistic. More time in the oven. I know time is relative, and we've argued about time, but I think that if a competent team says that they need more time to work on a extensively detailed project, that time is good.
So,
And if team is bad, then time does not matter.
I agree. I guess the biggest thing is like, man, after the big letdown of what 2020 was as far as, let's say, Cyberpunk, how just, and the few other games that had come out, we really needed something in 2021 to have us be like, all right, that's what's up. It's looking bleak, man. I don't know if there's anything that's coming out in this year that's to be excited about. And I was so pumped for Gotham Knights. When I heard that news, I was pretty fucking bummed.
Yeah, we went through all of the games that should have
Yep.
come out this year, and all of the good ones are
not
coming out
And
this year.
so 2021, boy, when they do the Game Awards for this year, we are going to have some
Oh,
laughs,
God.
boy.
Here we
yeah,
are.
I mean, I can tell you exactly what's going on. They saw the games that tried to bridge the gap with the whole COVID stuff, and also with how few people actually own the next generation systems,
Mhm.
and a lot of the companies are just like, let's just push this back a little bit.
And that may be the case for Gotham Knights. Maybe they were like, hey, let's not do the split console thing. Let's hopefully get in a year get everyone closer to having the console, and then we can worry about putting out a polished game on that console as often as possible.
Hmm.
And so I get it. They watched what happened with Cyberpunk, and that was rough,
Yes,
dude.
yes,
That
that
was
was the thing no one was willing to say.
Yep.
They watched what happened with Avengers, and they said, no thank you.
But that here's the thing: the Avengers came out at the right time. That's what's crazy about
Oh,
it. It came out at the right time, but it
obviously they didn't, because it needed to come out a year later so that it would actually have some
yes,
fucking
but I
content.
meant as following when it fell in the year. Okay, when it's like in the third quarter of the year, it dropped, and the timing of it could have been great, and it could have ended up being game of the year kind of content. But like, wow, this took 5 years for this. If this was 5 years, shit, you guys got some problems. But what's incredible about it, gentlemen, is how incredibly confident Square Enix is right now with this title, and how boldly they're predicting into the roadmap. Oh, and beyond summer, we're bringing out this con. Hold on. You literally went from losing 96% of your community. Okay, that's unreal on PC. You couldn't. There was 20-minute queues to get people to play with each other. Okay, that's how bad your game was. And then on top of that, you bring out a character that first was like, all right, cool, we can accept that. Bow character, Blade, beautiful, awesome.
Blade's not in
Oh
there.
no, I'm sorry, with the katana. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, okay.
following that, when your
You got me
game
excited for a second.
started to become stale, you bring out that same character, her mentor. I just
Dude,
think
no,
like
no
That's-
disrespect to Kate Bishop at all. It
none,
probably should have
zero,
just been.
zero, because it's built well. Kate Bishop's character is fun. It's not her fault. It just man.
They, like, Hawkeye, the TV show, is coming out later this year. They're dropping Hawkeye for the game now, instead of synergizing with it back then. What the, like, how did Captain Marvel just break the game and now they don't know how to put her back in? Like, did Spider-Man just break the game and they don't know how to put him back in? Because that's what it feels
That's
like.
a good
It
take.
feels
does kinda
like
feel like
they made they made a character, and then that character for some reason is glitchy, buggy, and does not run well. So they're like, okay, which characters are working right now? Hawkeye's working, or Kate's working now. Hawkeye isn't finished yet, and they're like, okay, ship it.
They're just in the boardroom. So what's working? What the hell is working? We could send out Kate. All right. Well, fuck. All right. Sure. Why not? Hawkeye. What? Who said another bow? Who the fuck said that? It's all we got. All right.
Like, it sounds like they really need help from Insomniac. Like, because this is a thing that does happen. If a studio gets too overwhelmed with work, they can send a portion of that work to another studio for them to work on it, so that you have two studios working on the same thing at the same time.
That's what NBA 2K needs, dude. Bad. Them and Madden, they should do it together.
Dude, that just needs to be a fucking patch.
Yep.
But anyway,
Whole nother.
like, if you're like, I don't understand how your Spider-Man is not working, but clearly you teased Spider-Man to come out, and for some reason he just breaks the game. So what? Like, it should be like, if they announce that the Spider-Man from Spider-Man PS4 is the same Spider-Man, like if that is a connected universe, if they actually
how cool.
if they do it, they do the
Then they
thing.
can bring in Miles.
They could bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they could bring in Miles and they could bring it back.
Yep.
All will be
All will
forgiven.
be-
Like they
But
will save. They will be
here's the
saved.
big caveat, though. Spider-Man's coming, but he's only for the PS console, and again, and the PlayStation console. And I think that's just like, man, I guess they just were really walking into their product like, dude, our shit doesn't stink. They'll love it. And then they realize, like, wait, these gamers are actually gamers, and they know what to pay attention to. And shit gets old, and there's other content out there for them to hop on, and they're not forced to play something anymore. They didn't take that into consideration. And now they're playing catch up. And you know what's crazy? I think some way, somehow, they'll get bailed out. But again, we saw the Black Panther content. We're in an abusive relationship. Because I keep wanting to run back to this bitch. That's what I
Yeah.
wanted to see.
Except for that stupid emblem on his chest, that Black Panther shit, that suit looks fucking sick.
That emblem looks like a BMW emblem, dude. It's so weird. It's so unnecessary, okay? Why the fuck? I think it's weird to see Black Panther in the cape. And they didn't even have him in a cape, which he should have been in a fucking cape.
I mean, he doesn't have a cape in the MCU.
Yeah, but he also doesn't have a BMW.
Cape's rare.
So like, let's at least go to the
This is
traditional
true.
look.
Look, we're not dealing with the best art team. Let's be
But
fair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
We're-
take away from what they have done with Black Panther. What I saw in that video, he looks great. He really does.
Mm-hmm. Definitely putting a better suit on him that doesn't have that fucking emblem, but yes. Yeah,
Go ahead.
we all do remember what Black Widow's face looked like before they patched it,
I
right?
remember what all the faces look like.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right.
Like, so yeah, we're not dealing with the best art team here. I mean, Avengers the game. I mean, we'll see.
Here's where
I'm really hoping Gotham Knights looks at Avengers and goes, never. I will never
we'll
be like
never
you.
be like
never.
you. But I will say this: I think they can save some face if they have a plan on releasing not one. You've got to do a couple of characters at a time. Give us hope that you're going to build a big, broad group of heroes that we can really dive into. in play. And so I would love to see them do a better pairing of, like, if you're going to bring out Kate and Hawkeye, then do it together. Get it out in that update. And I think that would have played out much better than trying to extort it for whatever money you think you're about to get for people who are about to pay for them dumbass skins in their store that you have. It's incredibly overpriced, worse than Fortnite prices. It is insane. But that's what happened. That was big corporate stepping in and ruining something to where it could have easily been put together and probably could have made better profit.
Well, yeah, and we still don't know what scummy shit Gotham Knights is going to have either. Warner Brothers is the scummiest when it comes to that shit.
I could agree. I could agree.
If anybody remembers Injustice 2 specifically.
Yes, I remember.
I mean, you played MK11. Like,
That.
They literally put shit in that Ed Boon didn't know about. He's like, they didn't put that shit in, and then he turns behind him and goes, did they put that shit in? Oh, they did? Oh, fuck. Get that shit out of here. That literally happened. Like, Ed Boon was furious.
Oh man, yeah, and that's for another podcast, dude. I'd love to dive into the state of fighting games at this point. I think we need to really, really talk about that. Because
oh god, we have a topic to talk about that, but we got to get through this topic first because that topic's
man.
Let's get through this because we got to get to that. Superhero High, fuck it, I don't care. Super Pets, fuck it, I don't care. There's a bunch of shit that's not on this fucking chart. This chart is bullshit.
Really is, dude. This is legit.
I do want to note I enjoyed viewing these sections, but those last two sentences basically sum the entire thing up.
100%.
Moving on to the FGC. Sony bought the rights to Evo. I don't know if you know what that means. I know Craig knows what that means.
Go ahead, let's dive in it, boys.
Craig, take it away.
So Evo. Well, first things first. Jim, do you know what Evo is?
Is it? Nope.
All right. So Evo was the big fighting game tournament. That was the big one.
Man, I was gonna say conference.
It might as well have been
It might as well have been
because
too,
that would be where a lot of the
It is the Super Bowl.
Yes, that's a very good way to put it.
Okay, all right.
It was even going to be on ESPN2, I think.
Oh, then yeah.
It was on ESPN for a bit, yeah.
So that was the thing, and then last year during the whole pandemic thing, when they were trying to switch it all to online, etc. It came out that the leads on Evo were a bunch of scumbags, and Evo got canceled for the year.
Wow.
One of them was a scumbag.
One was enough.
Okay.
Because there's the two who created Evo. They are not scumbags. Then there's the guys underneath them who were doing the announcements and were the faces of Evo. One of them was a longtime scumbag. Mm-hmm. And then he got outed, and he got ousted, and now Sony has bought the rights to do Evo. They bought the name, they bought the brand, because it was a brand.
So, of course, the knee-jerk reaction to this is like, oh, there's not going to be Killer Instinct or Super Smash at Evo anymore.
Which no one would actually bat an eye at. Let's be fucking honest.
But
there is no Killer Instinct 2 is not happening, and we all know how we feel about Smash and Smash Online because that shit's not going to be face to face.
Side note: while we're talking about creeps, a lot of the high-ranking Smash players creeps.
Yes, I believe the running joke was Melee turned 18 this year. A lot of long-running players have just dropped the game suddenly,
Wow.
become uninterested. But look, there is the FGC, there is the Smash community, then there's the Melee community, and then there's the fucking those other people that we don't discuss. Those melty blood pairs. Anyway,
I don't know. I think this is good for Sony. I know people
I
are
mean,
kind
of
of
course
freaking
it's
out
good for
about it.
Sony.
I don't
well, yeah,
I don't know. I think it'd be in their best interest to preserve it as far as best as they can and open to all. Killer Instinct, whatever game it is. Like I think it, for it to have that old original appeal will help draw people to it. Will
So
remind
I
myself.
would
Go
say
ahead.
more than likely they're not going to change that. You're still going to have your Smash and your Killer Instinct and your
Right.
Under Night, Reverse, Rebirth, etc.
that plus R though.
Yep. Because like they don't care if you're playing it on like whatever console.
Facts.
It's not like the tournament is trying to emphasize the consoles. It's just emphasizing the
Right.
games. And hey,
Right.
at that point, you're giving them money anyway to watch people play the game, so it works out for them.
Right. And devil's advocate, honestly, the majority of consoles played at Evo were PlayStation.
Yes, that is true.
Period.
Now,
and had Microsoft bought Evo, people would be like, "Oh, so 90% of all fighting games are not going to be played?"
now here is an actual possible thing that could come out of this. Nintendo could be piss babies about this and have it so that they do not sanction Smash being played at the tournament.
Well, Nintendo doesn't like Smash being played at a tournament anyway.
Yes, but they have C and D before for similar.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The Nintendo, for some reason, hates the FGC. Actively opposed to it. Despite what anyone says, they are actively opposed to it. And, but they can't just, I mean, they can stop it being broadcasted, but they can't stop the tournament itself. Like, someone's gonna fucking play some Smash, and someone's gonna bet on Smash. They can't stop it.
Yeah.
They don't have to endorse it though.
They will never endorse it. But yeah, I mean, no one else is adult enough to pick up this mantle. Like, we could be saying the same thing if Capcom came in and bought Evo. We'd be
That
more
would be
scared
way more sus.
if Capcom. That'd be sus as fuck.
But I think this again.
What do you mean SNK bought Evo?
What do you mean Sega bought Evo?
Um,
What do you mean the Saudi prince bought
Exactly.
Evo?
That's
I
where I
think
was
it's
going.
a big miss on Microsoft's part. I think they could have used something like this to really help, not necessarily push their products, but just be that presence. Um, I think they missed something right here with not being able to get in on this purchase.
If Microsoft cared about fighting games, they would take the most successful game on their last platform and give it a fucking sequel.
Well, it's not even about caring. I'm not seeing it as about caring about fighting games, but I see it as trying to get my paws into every bit of gaming that I can.
I do see that, but I get the feeling from what Microsoft's doing right now is that they're overall de-emphasizing like the Xbox being its own separate brand, like those video games and whatnot, and just
Sure.
having it so that it's just kind of a general extension of the whole Microsoft family, you know?
And that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen them do.
I agree. I don't like. Again, you're right. If you want to play a real gaming system, you pick a PlayStation. But if you want an entertainment system, an Xbox is a good way to go.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a cable box for fucking any streaming platform. That's all.
Like the day, mark my words, the day may come when Xbox Live, or what is the thing? Xbox Game
Yes, that's
Pass?
Yes.
Xbox Game Pass will come to PSN.
It is possible.
you will get the Xbox Game Pass app on your PSN, and you will be able to play Xbox games on your PlayStation.
Though, to be fair, PlayStation's also kind of pissed babies about this stuff. Microsoft's actually the most chill out of all of them.
Yes, Microsoft is actually the most chill. Sony is actually the least chill. But Sony, that was old Sony. New Sony is like, yeah. American Sony is like, yeah, cool. Japanese Sony is a bunch of piss babies. And then Nintendo is just a bunch of dinosaurs. You just have to shake leaves at them and they'll do
Get
whatever.
out of here. Okay.
What do you
well,
mean
we're gonna still
Evo
make
was bought by
quality games.
Google?
Oh my god.
Wait, let me see if I get this game. What do you mean Evo was bought by Jared from Subway?
There you go.
Okay,
All
I get
right.
it. All right, I get this game.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Fighting games. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. Xbox. I don't know where they're going. I don't know where they are. I don't know. I don't know what they got lost in the woods, and I stopped looking for them. That's how I feel about Microsoft.
To be
right now.
fair, at this point, it's kind of hard to tell where anyone is because no systems yet. Still,
I know you want to make that argument, but I'm talking about overall.
I agree with Draco. Yeah, I just overall as far as I guess because of what Mortal Kombat 11 was. And
you
what
mean
we
the
ex-
Mortal
what?
Kombat that came out on Xbox and PlayStation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I guess it's always kind of reign for me anyway. It's always kind of reign supreme as, that premier fighter. Um, I
You think that Mortal Kombat is a premier fighter?
let me slow down. Just for me, that's not coming from any real knowledge. I know it's
No, no, no.
truly like Street Fighter or Tekken. You know what I mean? I know it's like one of those technical ones. But as far as let's say mainstream,
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Kombat was definitely that. And I think they did such a bad job with their mainstream crowd that it's put us all in a weird spot to go as far as what's the next fighting game that we should be playing right now. That's what I'm getting at.
That's
Also,
right.
Killer Instinct
That's
is dookie.
What?
That game is so bad.
Well, this podcast has been fun.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Okay, Pat. Okay, Pat. Let's
Wait. For the Xbox console, like it's bad. Like, am I wrong? Because please let me know.
Craig, I don't know fighting games.
I know you don't know fighting games. Okay, so
But I know Killer Instinct
Yeah.
is not bad.
So I need to actually hear this from Jim. Why is Killer Instinct bad?
I guess from my I didn't enjoy the controls.
Did not enjoy the controls.
No.
Okay.
It seemed a little bit too I felt too out of control with the controls. I don't know. I guess I went into it I love Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo. And I absolutely love the first one. I love Killer Instinct Gold. I enjoyed them so much. When I played this most recent one, it just didn't resonate with me because of the controls. And the story is kind of weird, but that's not why I should be enjoying the fighting game. I guess the story is neither here nor there.
Okay, so I can get that from the perspective of Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo definitely was a lot easier to control than what the Xbox One version was. So this is kind of just a thing with most fighting games is that the controls are a little obtuse for most of them. So unfortunately, that doesn't really make it so that it's an easy way to say if like one of them's good or bad.
Sure.
And specifically with
Um,
Killer Instinct, one of the things that it does super, super well is that it does something kind of unique with its whole combo system where you're getting the neutral game that you usually do in a fighting game, except it's in the middle of a combo, basically.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to side with Jim on this. I've never touched the new Killer Instincts. I don't actually like watching it, and I like listening to it. I like listening to other people talk about it. But I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a bad game, but it's not a game for me either. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure if I put my hands on it, I wouldn't know what the fuck I was doing either.
But it is a so Craig, I'm asking again. It is a quality fighter.
Yes, it is.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's a quality fighter. It is a respected fighter.
Hmm. I can feel that with. It's funny. I can feel that with Street Fighter. I feel that with Tekken. I just don't feel that with Killer Instinct or
Yeah,
the Xbox.
Killer Instinct's very much like Xbox One like fighter, and it does work very well.
Huh. All right.
Now, I will say this:
That's
Killer Instinct's not very popular anymore because it's what 8 years old.
it wasn't in it was a title,
Now,
or was it?
would you agree? Going off a little bit off topic, would you agree Fighter Z did a good job with their controls, or have you
Yes,
messed around with Fighter Z?
I have played a little bit of Fire C. It did a good job with its controls.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hopped into that and I was like, okay, I get this style of game. I never I hopped into Killer Instinct and I was like, I don't get it.
I
I
mean,
guess
there
that
are
was it. I
different
don't get it.
types of fighting games. There's hyper fighters. There's your um. There's so many. Like every fighting game feels
Yeah,
different.
you have your hyper fighters, you have your tag fighters, you have your pretty standard like Street Fighter kind of stuff. You have your more combo heavy things. You have your more slow, deliberate ones like Sam Show. You have your 3D
Hmm.
fighters. And
Yep.
that's actually one of the things that really stands out with Killer Instinct is that it's doing its own unique thing for the most part.
Hmm.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Also, full disclosure to anyone listening, I have not personally played Killer Instinct, so the controls may be dog dookie for all I know.
Yeah.
They just don't feel good. Again, maybe I should be a little more patient, but I don't know.
Like it. I. We don't know either way. Maybe the controls are trash, or maybe you're trash. We
I
don't know.
know. I'm for sure.
We'll
I'm for
never
sure
know.
it's leaning very heavily on I'm trash, but I just I guess for being user friendly, it didn't feel it.
Oh, if anything, fucking Killer Instinct is not user
And I
It's
friendly.
hate
not, no.
I hate Cinder's rework. All right, that makes me mad too. He looks so stupid.
He's got his classic in
I
there.
liked it.
He does though. The classic slaps. You're right. That skin's amazing.
Fucking you can make what's his name into Blade, so it gets a thumbs up for me. Anyway.
Also, further disclosure, I'm a psychopath who plays on gamepad, so
I don't know.
Wait, what?
a lot of the really hardcore like fighting game people they play on a stick. So
Oh yeah.
But he plays on a gamepad, which is a normal controller.
yes,
So he is not at the level where he is playing with a stick.
yeah, and I have played
And
on a
by
stick before, and it kind of just feels awkward to me. But that's probably because I didn't grow up in arcades. So
Same,
Yeah,
right? But that's where probably Killer Instinct's controls feel dope.
maybe,
Very possible.
maybe.
That makes me want to get one of those guys.
It's not
No,
worth it unless you're really like deep into it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be deep into
definitely
it. Like I'm
not.
gonna document it. Like, hey, you know those remember that MTV show True Life? I want to be some weird thing. I think True Life. I want to be a competitive gamer for a very short time.
I want to beat Daigo.
See, he doesn't know fighting games, but he knows the people who play them.
Oh yeah, no. I look. I am not part of the M. I am not part of the FGC. I am a FGC enthusiast.
So right now, in your opinion, Bayo, what is the best fighter
Out there.
out there
Uh,
right now? If you had to recommend to our listeners right now, you want to play a fighting game?
Strive Beta.
well, that's not out there right now. It's over right now.
How many more days we got left? Let's be real.
6 or 3.
Strive.
But Strive's not out yet, so it's not that.
Go on.
Tekken's a pretty good choice.
Tekken is probably the best choice.
Sam Show
other than
is
Strive.
good if you want a more deliberate kind of fighter.
The Sam have a rollback.
It does not, so keep that in mind. And if you like hyper fighters, go for Fighter Z.
Yeah. If you want a
Those
game
are like the different ends of the spectrum right there. You got your middle road, you got
Yes.
your slow but damaging, and then you got your fast but combo heavy.
You know, it's funny.
I
Go ahead.
think if you do not plan on playing online, if you literally just want to pick up a game and just have fun with it and unlock as much stuff as you want, Tekken 7 is the best game for you.
Alternatively,
It has-
if you are taking those limitations into mind, you could also go for Soul Calibur. That's a good alternative
Ooh,
pick.
yeah, it is.
I
Dude, I used to
mean,
love Soul Calibur.
I used to love Soul Calibur
Soul
too.
Calibur, man.
I just, dude, I mean, I hear you, but Tekken 7 not only has like double the roster of Soul Cal, but it also has bowling.
Oh, it does.
And it has a decent story mode too.
It does.
I mean,
He's-
I'm not saying the story is great. I'm saying it's entertaining.
I would say that the Soul Calibur story mode, if we're talking just entertainment, is more entertaining.
Look, they're both trash. They're both Japanese gibberish
Yes,
garbage.
and I will also say that Soul Calibur, while not great in terms of story, again, is probably less gibberish just because it is a remake, basically.
If you like creating a character, definitely go for Soul Cal.
There we go.
If you like dressing up a character, an established character, definitely go for Tekken. And if you like Dragon Ball Z, fucking pick Dragon Ball Z up.
Yeah, seriously.
It's
And
good.
hey, and just to ruin my argument, you can give Akuma a gun and Tekken. So
Akuma, the man who has never killed anyone. Yeah. Yeah. I do not own Tekken 7, but if I had to choose out of those three, I would think really hard about fucking Soul Cal. I would probably pick Soul Cal. Honestly, I would probably pick Soul Cal. Yeah, because I like creating characters. So yeah, I could put my OCs in there. I could spend the rest of my life putting my OCs in Soul Calibur. All right. So we've covered the FGC for now. The FGC will return. Was there anything else anybody wanted to bring up?
Let's look away from this image real quick.
Wait, 1 second.
Yes, let's look away from the boat of Theseus.
Felt like
Yeah, I think I'm done for this podcast.
I think
That's like, could you imagine being on live television and telling the
I
TV
know,
host,
right?
hey, Oprah, I think I'm done
I
with
think
this
I'm
show. Guys, be easy.
I think I'm done with
Guys,
this.
audience.
No, it's Oprah getting up and just walking off. It's like, I think I'm done.
All right, well, I'm tired. I'm out of here. No, that was good. I can't. That's so good.
Buckets. Fuck this podcast. Oh shit. All right. Good night, everybody. Fuck it. Let's go.
Nice.
Oh, and on a side note, Tekken 7 announced his new DLC fighter this week.
She looks.
What? Oh, it's fuck. It's the Prime Minister of Sweden
Poland.
or whatever. Poland. Bork. Whatever.
Okay.
It's the Prime Minister of Bork.
She looks. I guess we're still going. She looks okay. She looks like someone I would.
No. Send me a picture. I haven't seen her yet.
Comes out tomorrow, boys.
All right, hold on.
Be so messed up to end it right now, Bob.
Good job. You've dragged me back in.
I'm sorry. I just saw that news real quick and I was like, well, since we were talking about it.
All right, copy link address.
Lydia Sorbiska.
I'll just send the Google link.
Oh,
That
God.
didn't work.
All right. Oh, no. Go.
Yeah, hold on.
No. Okay. I see it. Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She looks okay.
Hey, baby.
I mean, I was expecting a pantsuit. Like I mean, she's the fucking prime minister. I was expecting a pantsuit. But that's okay. That looks like if Sapphire wanted to pretend to be tough. But yeah, that's fine. I need to see her in motion. I don't think this does her justice.
She's a pretty straightforward karate lady.
Okay. I'll watch that shit later.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, talk to
like
me
the scar,
about it
though.
afterwards. She looks like someone I would play, but she's not the flashiest.
I mean, they don't have to be flashy.
No,
they
that
just have
means that she has those hands. She's about to be strong.
I mean, have you seen Fuck Your Mom?
What? Have I seen what?
Have-
Have I seen what, young man?
Have you seen Fuck Your Mom?
No, sir.
Okay, well, before you start telling me about hands, you should definitely look at a picture of Fuck Your Mom.
Okay.
Craig, if you want to.
Go ahead and type that into your browser. All right.
Yeah, that kind of came up with weird results.
Oh, did you? Who could have guessed?
Hold on, let me just.
Do that.
I'm pretty sure he's season pass 4, right? 2 also. He was like the beginning of season pass 4.
Oh, yeah.
Let that be the thumbnail. Let Fuck Your Mom be the thumbnail.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a photo.
God, I'm going faster than you.
My God. Yeah, definitely.
There we go.
That is.
All right, you found one. Good.
Yeah, I got
If
it.
your
I don't know what was giving you difficulty, but I got it.
But yeah, nowhere near that level of spectacle. I just scrub my history from the past hour.
There you go.
It's late. I'm sorry.
It's very late.
Definitely slate.
Copy. What? Paste.
Have you guys had a chance?
Yeah.
Chance to play Streets of Rage 4, that remaster,
I have
or I
not.
guess
No.
the game itself?
I have not interested.
No. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of beat 'em ups.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I thought it was enjoyable.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
Well, let's take a look at this, mate.
Discord.
I'm taking a look at it right now. Who the fuck is that guy? What does he do?
That's flashy. Like compared to her, that's flashy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, he does do that to moms. Whoa.
No,
Whoa. That's like Sagat, but like
Yes,
Sagat's
he is.
ego.
Sagat.
That's
yeah, he's just
He's from Thailand. He does Muay Thai. He looks like that.
He's 6 foot tall and he looks like that. Yeah, or he's 7 foot tall and does Muay Thai.
oh yeah,
He's 9 foot tall. Anyway, I don't know.
Sagat's ego right there.
Yeah, but see, if you buy the game, you can put a pretty hat on him.
You can give him a gun.
You can give him a gun. You can have him. You can have butterflies all over him too.
I don't care about none of that.
You could give him an afro too. Oh, you can make him. You could just make him Sagat because you can change his outfit.
Yeah. That is
Give him shades.
That's so true. Well,
All right.
also, sleeper fighter game of the year, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Don't ever forget.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is
It's
really good.
surprising,
It's
dude.
surprisingly
It's like
good.
very surprising. They don't get talked about.
Yeah, because fuck Saban. That's my moral stance.
I remember actually hearing just a little while back that was not really Saban doing that.
Well, I hope he's not attached. I mean, you're saying that Saban is not the one being disgusting?
I mean, he's disgusting, but he's not specifically the one like doing the takedowns.
I mean, maybe.
Or maybe I was hearing something else. I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe.
So take what I just said with a big old grain of salt.
I mean, okay. It's not gonna change my fuck Saban stance, but yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, I am on Twitter and people are talking about this bullshit. What bullshit? All of it. All of it. Yeah, like have you subscribed to Hood Toku though?
No, no. Can't say I have.
Okay. If you have a Twitter,
I've got a
Come on.
Twitter.
at Hood Toku, one word. HOODTOKU. It's all you need, really. That sums up this entire channel. That's it. That'll perk you up every now and then. If like emergency hugs, sometimes you need some emergency Hood Toku. All right. This is the end of the podcast.
Good night, everybody.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Sleep. Sleep. Go to sleep.